Hey there, welcome back. As we kick off 2025, let's talk about money. With some smart financial moves, we have investment advisor, podcast host, author, and retired U.S. Navy Chief Prince Dykes. Prince, it's great to see you.
Sean, thank you. Glad
That's
to be
a lot,
here.
my friend, no problem. So it's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah, so what have you been up to?
Oh, oof, man, where do I start? We've been on a financial literacy book tour. Right now we're doing our annual book drive. This is what we raise for our foundation. We raise as much money with books to give away books and stocks around the country. So, multiple city tour. I'm out of Denver, Colorado, but here's home for me.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, right now we're doing our annual book drive. We're in the midst of that, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, sounds good to me. So 2025, let's talk about financial goals. What should we prioritize first?
Prioritize. Here's the first thing you gotta ask yourself. When you get in the car every day, whether you know it or not, you know where you're going. So you gotta ask yourself, where are we trying to go? People always ask me, hey, what are you gonna do with money in 2025? Your goal might be just to pay off debt, or your goal could be to expand your business or to grow a business. So the first thing is, know where the car is going. What do you want? If you do want money, hey, I'm here today. Where are you trying to get to? So once you know where you're going, then you can pick a vehicle. Because I like to use this analogy. If I'm trying to get downtown, I don't care if it's a bike, a Uber, a bus, a friend taking me, I'm just trying to get downtown. Once you know where you're going, then you can use what method of transportation. In the investing world, once we know where you're going, now we can pick out, maybe it might be stocks, it might be real estate, it might be business, it might be paying off your debt. But we first got to know where we're going, where you want to go in 2025, and reverse engineer where you want to go. Once you know where you want to go, then you can use the method of how to get there. And then the other important one is what resources do you have to get there? Is it $5 a month, $500 a month, $5,000 a month? And then we can figure out how to get there.
Sounds good to me. So are there any common financial mistakes that people make at the beginning of the year?
Oh, well, the big one is you already know, especially when you have people get their tax returns, people that do get tax returns, people like to go out, instead of using this as something to bolster them, to acquire assets, they tend to have a tendency to buy liabilities. So this year, if you are someone who receives a tax return, look for ways that you could potentially put it somewhere that can grow over time. It might be buying a piece of land. It might be starting an investment account for a child. Well, look at things that can potentially grow over time and make you money. You have to start somewhere. So many times in life, a lot of us look at where someone is and we're trying to get there, and you have to take baby steps to get there. Like we were speaking about before the show, with my firm, I started with $500, managing $500. Yes, I know people who had millions, hundreds of millions, billions, multi-billions. I didn't go in there and say, well, I got $500, how am I going to get there?
Right.
I started with $500 to $600, $1,000, $10,000, 6 figures, 7 figures, things like that. So start with where you are. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing.
So let's talk about budgets for 2025. What should we be thinking about when it comes to budgets?
Well, when you come to your budget, most of us do it all the time. Myself is guilty. Most of us, do you know why we have credit card debt?
Why is that?
We're overspending. Somewhere in your life, you're over, you're doing too much. You might be giving too much. You might be helping out family, friends, sporadic, things like that or whatever. You have to set a charity budget if you're going to give somebody, if you're going to donate. You got that friend calling you, somebody else needs things like that. But the biggest thing is we overspend. It's America, Right now, we have the largest balance on credit card debt that we've ever had. And a large percentage of that is you have inflation, things cost more, people spend more money, but we are overspending. So now and look for ways inside your budget, maybe the place you're living, maybe you're spending too much on housing if you rent. Now some things you can't relieve the pressure. If you have things like, I have a mortgage, property taxes going up, things like that or whatever, it might become a little tighter for you. But there are a multitude of budget apps that are out there that I would employ everybody to look into and use to trim that budget and find ways that you can save money. Don't look for the big items. It's those little things that add up over time. That Netflix plus Hulu plus this, those little $5, $10 fees, even on your phone, apps.
Yeah,
Look at those apps on your phone. You don't even know some of those apps will charge you $5 a week, $5 a month, a yearly thing. So look at those little small things. Those are things that's causing you more problems.
I appreciate you, Prince. Thank you. Stay out of trouble.
I know, right?
And we'll be right back.